Welcome back, everybody. It is Cinnamon Cooney, your Art Sherpa. We're here for the VidCon Q&A about the meetup, and also we're going to let Kevin come have a nice vacation in this pond here. Because we thought it'd be nice if Kevin the Kraken, if you've never been to this channel before, Kevin appears in paintings sometimes after. He's a cookie. He's a Kevin cookie.
Kevin cookie.
Kevin is a cookie. He's a Kraken cookie.
Kraken
we have to
cookie.
release the Kraken on different vertical paintings.
Is it just verticals?
I think, yeah. I have a plan.
Do you have a plan?
I have a plan.
All right.
So he's going to visit some vertical paintings.
All right.
I mean, he might visit a horizontal, but then anyways, I have a plan.
Wow.
So it is what it is. How you guys doing today?
It's just so awesome. I look over here. There's over 100 people here with us. They're ready to Kraken it up.
Are you all coming to VidCon to meet us?
They're all coming to VidCon to Kraken us up.
So, first things first. Yes, we're going to VidCon, which is the
23rd, now you ask me. I had it ready just a second ago.
So we're coming to VidCon, which I think runs over like the 26th or 20th. It's a whole weird set of days. John will give you the exact days. We have to kind of figure out what the panel schedule is. I'm not on a panel, but I go to them. And I should totally be on a panel. And also, I got to meet with my channel manager, which is kind of cool. And I got to meet with some other people. So I got to figure out that schedule. What we'd like to do is a sketch up, a paint up, a get together.
Yeah.
A get together. So right now, this is sort of our conversation with our community about how would you like that to be? What would you like that to be? We were thinking, last year we kind of were allowed to tag along to downtown Disney for another SketchUp, and we liked that as a location.
That was pretty good. Yeah. We did a thing there.
You know, because that was a lot of, that was a place that was kid friendly. That was a place that had snacks or hydration if you needed it. And it was a good place to meet up, and it had recognizable landmarks.
Mm-hmm. It was a fun place.
Right? So, yeah. We were thinking that could be good. So if you guys were good with that as a location. Or we could do it. The other place that we can meet is outside of the VidCon Convention Center. There's a big kind of cement quad. But I don't...
yeah, we may do a couple, depending on who all is around and when. We may do a couple ad hoc get-togethers, but it falls on 23rd, 24th, and 25th, and so we'll probably be looking at maybe a Friday or Saturday something. Who knows?
When would the Friday, Saturday be?
So the 23rd is Thursday, the 24th is Friday, and the 25th is Saturday. So we'll just kind of see how that.
So where that information will be posted. In your comments, tell us what you're thinking. If you're in the LA area, what kind of, because we're flexible. What we are is agile enough right now, luckily, at this point, to be able to work with everybody. So one of the blessings of doing the live and being able to talk to your community is that. So let us know in the comments about what you're thinking, what your thoughts are, what your concerns are. Would you like downtown Disney? Would you prefer it be the Anaheim Convention Center in the quad? Like, where are you guys thinking? And, we might do it on the 26th. We might do it the day after.
They're SherpaCon.
This would not be SherpaCon. This would be so informal. Like, I'd put makeup on for y'all, but not that much makeup. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like we can hang out and sketch up. So that's what we'd be doing. We kind of
maybe some art gaming.
And art would be optional. It would be just kind of like a get together and to meet each other and see each other and do a little art and have a little fun and take some pictures and just connect more face to face is what we're hoping. Donna's done it.
Yeah.
If y'all know Donna.
Yep, she's in here with us right now.
So Donna knows about it, so she can give you some insights from her perspective. And when we have a solidified decision,
it'll be on the page.
It will be on Facebook and Twitter and on TheArtSherpa.com.
Woohoo! On the page.
We'll be everywhere. You know what I mean? Like we'll announce it, Angela Looney. It'll be the everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, we got.
While we're Q&A, let's do some Kevin.
All right, so you still have your palette over here. What do you have on that palette?
So on my palette, I have what I had from last time. I have my Dioxazine Purple, Quinacridone, Cad Red Light, Burnt Sienna, Mars Black, Phthalo Blue, Phthalo Green, and Cad Yellow.
Okay. And what are we going to be doing over here?
I feel like I feel like. Can you put that picture up for me in the reference photo?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. I'm going to start out with some purple. I'm going to use a reference photo of a tentacle. That always helps. Can't paint what you can't see.
Where did you go? There you are.
And I just kind of want to see its nature, like some things about it, so that when I'm doing that here, I might sketch very lightly on my paper just kind of what I want it to do. So I'm thinking I'd like my tentacle to sort of come up, curl between, I don't want it to take out the dragonflies that I've drawn, and then maybe curl here is what I'm thinking. So that's kind of where I'm going to go. That's what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my tentacle in the water with this nice little half-inch circle. That sort of states the size of my tentacle.
Well, that's going to be a big tentacle.
Well, it's just a tentacle.
It's Day of the Tentacle.
It's just.
For those
he's
of you who are
just
awesome
testing
players.
the air, man.
All the old hardcore gamers out there will know what I'm talking about.
He's just testing the air, man. Day of the Tentacle.
Yep. Fantastic game. Fantastic game.
So I'm gonna keep pulling this up.
We have to have you lean to the right there.
All right. So what I do is I always make sure that my tentacle is thicker
Okay.
at its base, wherever that would be. Gets thicker and thicker as it gets to him, and then I like it to get fiddly.
Your hat likes to lean in.
It does. I gotta get less leany hats. And I'm just painting in its base in this dark purple. Right? That's all I'm doing. I'm just painting in its base at this dark purple. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to... I kind of like the idea of just one lone tentacle.
Hello, it says.
It's like I'm so not respectful to my paintings. I'm like, hey, you're a tentacle painting now. And I'm just putting in, I'm going to put in little sucker pods in that whole bit, but I want a base color paint in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
And it's going to be quite dark. Quite dark. Quite dark. Just coming up here, painting Kevin. Kevin goes on vacation a lot.
Well, I was just reading over here in the comments, and it seems that there's as much interest to see you in Houston as there would be in Anaheim.
Oh, well, definitely going to see everybody in Houston.
Maybe when we get back from VidCon, we'll plan a little get-together here in Houston.
We'll do a get-together, tentatively, I don't know, Texas Art Supply or something.
Judging by the people here, we might need something a little more bigger and organized than that. You need to lean your Sherpa hat to the right for me.
Okay.
Perfect.
How about we move the robot camera and stop moving the Sherpa?
I think we're going to have to here.
I think you're going to have to move that camera because the Sherpa can't move that much, and we don't need my back going out anymore.
No, we don't want that. You've been having a little trouble with that.
Yeah, because we keep moving the Sherpa.
Yeah.
And I want to just create like a weird little bit of tentacle where the tentacle is a little...
There we go. Just
fiddly.
zoom past the hat.
Huh?
We're going to zoom past the hat.
There you go. Zoom past the hat. That will help. So I feel like I like the design of that tentacle.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That feels all right to me. Now I have to plant this tentacle into the world that it exists in.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to grab a little of my blue and white. And I'm going to come here around the base and start creating what would be happening for a little bit of tentacle that was coming out. Definitely would see some reflection in the water, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put this up here. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a smaller piece, so it's a little more difficult for you to work on.
Yeah. I'm just pulling this down. But it would definitely, be showing up a little bit of this color in our murky little pond. We would have that.
Such a great tentacle. It looks so great there. Let me scroll.
All right. make this little reflection, drop a little reflection here.
I always say scroll down. I think the proper name is panning down. But
Oh, really?
yeah, I always say, let me scroll down and see what you're doing. What I really am supposed to be saying is panning down, I think.
You're amazing. Thank you. You're so fun. I have no idea. I'm so grateful that you're here doing that. All right. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Just a little truth into the water so that we know that
There's something underneath.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Now I'm going to, because I want these tentacles to be kind of like a crazy color.
Okay.
I'm going to take a little of my cad yellow and my phthalo green and make quite a bright color.
Uh-huh.
And add a lot of white to it. And I'm going to start talking about the tentacle pad here.
Ooh, the tentacle pad. Is that where the sucker's attached to?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Interesting.
When you get the paint too thick on your brush, then it will want to over.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to have to come back with some purple and thin that back out.
You get to fix that?
Yep. Happens. But that's what happens if your paint is too thick on your brush.
Ah.
So I'm just putting in this base idea in. So it's quite, because his purple and green tentacle. And then I'll come back with the purple, which can be a little challenging, just because yellow and purple are contrasts. But just make sure I thin that how I wanted it to be. Because if we want it to feel very tentacle-y, then I'm going to want it to kind of bend open there with some pad. And it's about having those little tiny little tentacles doing their little tiny tentacle thing. Because, he's on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So he's tasting the air. Seeing what kind of exotic foods are available for his little hungry belly.
What might be there for a kraken to see.
Isn't that nice how that twists?
Yeah. That looks really neat.
And it's nice when we twist the tentacles. And it also shows the just agility, because these creatures, krakens,
Mm-hmm.
which are totally real, they're very agile beings, is the thing.
So Cassie needs a big shout out of encouragement from the Sherpa.
Oh, hi, Cassie.
She's having some trouble. I just looked up and saw that. So
What's going on, Cassie?
I don't know. If someone was saying that Cassie's having some trouble, so let's give Cassie a big art hugs.
Art hugs.
And then I'll keep an eye out here and see what's going on to
Yeah. Here.
We're here to do.
So we're gonna make a dark green while we're waiting to hear from Cassie.
But ultimately, it seems to be the message for Cassie is that paint for yourself. She's in high
always
school.
paint for yourself.
Yeah, she's in high school and having some trouble and not liking her art. And
Oh, yeah.
everybody goes through that phase, though.
Oh, dude, Cassie hated my artwork in high school. Thought everybody was better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Thought everybody painted better than me. Really thought that was true. All these friends, they've all gone on to be comic artists, successful comic artists. But that was their style of art, and then I felt like if I didn't do that, I wasn't any good. It was really not healthy comparison.
Yeah.
And that happens. So I'm putting in these little dark tentacle circles. They're going to get ever smaller. The little sucker pods will get smaller as they go up him.
Mm-hmm.
Fun to do, though. Fun to do.
Yeah, high school is a tough time.
Oh,
So
and art especially.
I get so I get so sucked into the watching you paint sometimes. I forget to look over and go, oh yeah, I'm reading chat. So Cassie, definitely don't give up. Big art hugs, and high school is tough, man.
It's really tough.
And you're just finding your voice in art. So, just keep on painting.
Yeah, it really is a thing right now. Right now, you're just learning skills, and you're just figuring out who you are. And who you are as an artist comes out over time. I mean, like, whether we're writers or poets or musicians or painters, one of the key components to us is a life. We've got to go out and live it and taste foods and have our, our heart broken and sit on new vistas and experience things. Maybe not to the level of Girls on HBO, but, we need to get out there and be part of the world. And so in high school, we have these amazing tools, and they're extraordinary, and this yearning to create and to have a voice and be heard and do something meaningful and embrace that drive. Just don't let it wear you out. It's like a rocket fuel. And it's a wonderful thing. And then also, as your light starts to shine, for sure, some Yahoo, some just creepy crawly little sludge monster is going to have to come up, and because you're shining a light, it makes them unhappy with what they're doing in their life. They got to come tear you down. It's like literally the only contribution that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to tune that out. Sometimes you got to tune out your instructor. Sometimes you have to take that in. It's like a balancing thing. You've got to learn to listen to the world enough to grow, but tune it out enough to remain yourself. It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a thing.
Yeah.
Been through it.
We have lots of light keepers in the house today that are passing out some really good advice there. So, thank you guys. Thank you all of our community. It's really nice. We have 180 people out here, Cinnamon.
Well, because they love Kevin.
There is some love for Kevin.
Kevin is amazing. There's a Kevin in all of us.
I think that there may be a Kevin Explorer Guild happening here.
Well, Kevin likes to visit places. He's an action Kraken.
The Kraken Autobahn Society.
Kraken Autobahn Society. So as his tentacle turns, his scales will get smaller, and then when I get up here, I will switch to my detail brush. I'm really actually having some fun. So, and John's going to read comments just in case you guys have questions, because I'm answering comments. For sure I am.
Yeah, I am. I'm definitely just getting the comments in there. Someone was asking for the history of Kevin.
For the history of Kevin.
We have to go back a couple episodes.
Like the history of Kevin since we've met Kevin, or Kevin's whole backstory? Because, we're gamers. We can write one.
You know what? So the story of Kevin so far is a few episodes ago. You can go back and find Kevin was discovered at sea. He just came up and visited a boat.
Yeah.
And then we went and saw Kevin back, where he's normally hanging out, and he likes to hang out with swimmers.
He got a girlfriend.
We found that out. And
Kevin found a girlfriend.
Today we found out that Kevin is visiting a swamp.
Well, he's freshwater and saltwater. That's what Kevin is.
He can just go wherever he likes.
Kevin does what Kevin wants to do.
Yeah. We might even have it so he goes and visits other mythical creatures, or some perhaps non-mythical creatures like the Loch Ness Monster. Who knows?
Sometimes Kevin stops hobbits from going in a mountain. You just don't know what Kevin is up to. He's busy.
Protects innocent swimmers.
This is a very dangerous mountain. Kevin was just helping out. Misunderstood, but he did save that pony.
He did.
Wow, I've got a little Tolkien there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to add some nice little definition to these suckers that we're talking about. Just telling a little story. It's fun to do. Fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Detail brush, so I have some control. Can we feel like Kevin's little tentacles are popping yet?
They are.
You know, we can paint Kevin tighter, but the thing is that if you have a loose painting and then you paint a very tight thing, they look very strange together.
Yeah.
So one of the tricks is to make sure that everything you add into a painting has a similar feel to the other elements of the painting.
So there's a growing demand here that they think that Kevin needs his own painting.
Kevin needs his own painting.
Like a dedicated lesson painting.
Well, I know we got to go back and we got to revisit what happened in the ocean, so it's a full tutorial.
We'll do definitely.
But I think a whole Kevin lesson could be good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little of my quinacridone magenta and my dog's name.
Could you push that forward just a touch there?
I don't know if I can. Sometimes I have stuff here.
It's all right. That's why I asked. Sometimes if you can't, I can run over there and zoom the camera.
Yeah.
That's not a robot camera.
Yeah. So I'm pulling this out here. I'm wanting this sort of mix, and I'm going to work I'll give him some.
Ooh, that's cool. I had not expected that.
What?
Purpliness on that highlight.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Isn't that lovely? Oh, thank you. Just going to make sure we've got some nice little texture to look at in here.
So, I think it's Kathy. I'm very far away from the screen, so it's. I think it's Kathy. Her husband would like to request a baseball painting tutorial.
Does he just what is he thinking?
I don't know. We've never had such a thing. We get
asked for baseball paintings all the time. Yeah,
I've not seen that in the chat before.
You know, I'm happy to do that because I like to
cool.
do things that acknowledge people's interest. I think one of the things that's very important, I have the belief that it really matters the things we put on our wall.
Yeah.
And that it helps us feel better about our lives. You know, we can't all afford beachfront property with the best view.
Yeah.
But we can all do beautiful paintings of things that we love and matter to us. Look at how that's going.
Wow, that looks really cool.
Now for fun, just to give it a pop, I'm going to get some of my CAD red light because I think it might add an interesting dimension.
Okay.
And just add some spots with the CAD red light.
Oh.
Because I want him to have a little...
Yeah, in the baseball ones, it would be really cool. I always liked those impressionistic views of crowds where it sort of captured the energy of all that kind of craziness in the of those events.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could be an interesting one to see you do.
Be fun to do.
Yeah, because there's a lot of fun energy of going to baseball games where you can get like the food, the peanuts and the hot dogs. And
We're like, wow, are we clearly not sports people?
well, the last time I went wasn't like I went to
We're like the peanuts.
Well, I went to an Astros game like when they were the Astros. So that tells you how long ago my baseball games were. I guess they're the Astros again though.
Yeah, it's been so long.
So
adding a little reflection here. Isn't that lovely?
that's really cool. That's a very complex tentacle. I did not expect it to be that complex.
Well, it's visiting.
You get some reflection on there. All those little layers of highlights and things, that's really cool.
Look at that.
Yeah. Where you at down there? Oh, you're adding some water in there.
Just having some fun with Kevin, who's, he likes dragonflies. He's a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. He's in there it was almost like he was supposed to be there.
There you go. There's Kevin. Kevin dances with dragonflies.
So, everyone really appreciates this, and your motivational paintings have been really helpful for a lot of people.
Awesome. We've got another meditation coming up.
Cassie was just saying, she was like, John, please tell the Sherpa to do a painting for depression and anxiety. You got one of those coming up, don't you?
We do. We actually have a lot coming up. We've got a meditation painting coming up to help with that. We're going to talk about the process by which you put your intention, what you want to either focus on more or let go of in your painting. There's two processes what you do. I always like to say, my friends, take it out of your heart, put it in your art. If you've got you're going through something bad, get out of your heart, put it in your art. We're going to talk about how that's done. And then we're also talk about how to put your mind on something more positive, how to, foster that sort of resilient happiness that we could all use. And then you might have noticed the Scream is coming up.
Yep.
So that whole week is going to be about how to foster more fertile emotional health. Because I think emotional health, I think the gross national product of happiness is way too low.
Yes.
Way too low. Big screen TV is awesome. Pointless if you're feeling really crummy in your life. Like, the number one thing that can make everything more delightful and more delicious and more connected is just how we feel. And we don't necessarily put enough priority on happiness or the kinds of things that help us be happy.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel that way really strong.
Yeah, and definitely, guys, you get just a little bit of happiness every day can change so much for you. So make that time, give yourself just a little bit of happiness, and then it's worth making time for yourself.
It really is. And letting it go. So those things, those are things that we actually work on in art. Like Kevin, he's a very useful tool for letting go some feelings.
He lets go. See,
Kevin lets go. Kevin, these different things that you can paint, the colors that you paint with, the way that you paint, these all have emotional impact on you. So yes, more of that is coming. And we're going to focus more on how to put intention into art or how to release conflict in art. Because you can do both those things. You can, you got people in your life you have conflict with, you're never going to get it fixed.
So yeah,
you can work it out with your art.
Absolutely, and everybody in here is totally agreement that Kevin is a great metaphor for letting go of all of those anxieties, because he's got a lot to hold on with. He's got a lot of arms to hold on to that anxiety with. So it's really nice. That's everyone agrees that Kevin's rocks. And they're reminding me to like, comment, and give thumbs up for Kevin, because there's like 180 people here who are painting Kevin with us today. Isn't that awesome?
Kevin can show up in the
Big
sky.
art hugs
He can
to
come
all
to a
you
desert.
guys. And I know I don't. Cinnamon doesn't get to read the comments, so I try to make sure that I get a little bit of these messages here to her
go to
at
space.
the end.
Kevin could go to space.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots of suggestions. Like, definitely a Game of Thrones painting is being requested.
Oh, do we need a Game of Thrones painting?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Ooh, it's complicated stuff, guys.
We're gonna have to see how that goes.
Westeros is an involved landscape.
It is, and we're just now getting into the cool supernatural creatures.
I love it, though. I love it. You guys loving it? Also, Winona Earp. Getting sucked into that. Something serious.
Huh.
And Preacher.
And
so,
Preacher.
I'm feeling like this old west, kind of southwesty vibe happening.
Mm-hmm.
But with a little weird flip on it.
Well, yeah, the Sherpa flip.
No. I mean, I just think it's flipping. I just think that there's a weird little... It's the West, but it's kind of... I'm like digging Doc Holliday's character.
Oh.
If you guys are Winona Earping, I don't know. It's campy. It's a weird show. But they can't give me supernatural forever. I know that. So I need to imprint like a baby duck on some different shows. Because like, you know the depression that happens at the end? I think they were making a joke on the show hole. That is real. And I literally go through that. Apparently, the people from Gilmore Girls went through it so bad they brought it back. Gilmore Girls are back.
That's awesome.
It is. So
definitely
love your shows.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming and being with us today. We really appreciate it.
I'll post a picture of Kevin somewhere so y'all can have it.
We'll have more up soon. We love you guys.